Hey guys, this is Brandy and welcome back to Astro-Tarot Research. Today we are doing a video that was suggested and this is how will my proposal be? How will this person propose to me? Male or female? Not really sure of everyone's sexuality, so we're just gonna have to choose like they, etc. to include everyone in this reading. And today you can see I'm in a different location, different setting. My goodness, my life is just chaotic. Anyway, let's just get started on your reading. We have some rock crystal things. I'm going to just switch it up a little bit. So we have a blue rock crystal, a big dark blue one, a small light pink one, a big green one, a small green one, a big pink one, and a small dark blue one. So feel free to pick at your discretion. And I love how I have a feeling everyone's going to pick this one because it stands out, but whatever. It's so funny. Everyone always kind of picks the one that stands out the most, and then by doing so it's like less unique. But let's just get started with you guys. All right, here we go. Okay, so if you've chosen pile number 1, let's get started on your reading, the light blue crystal, on how they will propose. So we have the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So it looks like whoever is proposing to you will do so on vacation. Looks like they're going to plan a trip. It could be like a typical trip that you guys always take, maybe just like a vacation. Maybe it's for a special occasion, but it doesn't look like it's for a special occasion just because we have so many pages and wands. It's gonna seem like it's part of like your normal like everyday sort of like trip that you guys kind of take, or nothing out of the ordinary or nothing out of the blue. Nothing unusual about this. So they're gonna plan a trip. More likely to someplace that a lot of, maybe I want to say like college students go. I'm thinking like spring break or something like that. Like I know in America, Cancun is a very popular destination for a lot of like people on spring break. Miami is also a place like that. So it's going to be a place where a lot of young people tend to go. And it's not going to be very expensive in terms of the traveling cost. As far as the proposal goes, normally when I have the Page of Wands, or usually wands in general with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, we have a proposal that's very enthusiastic and very out there, like very kind of explosive. So I have a feeling there's going to be like some fireworks involved, and not only that, it's more than likely going to be an outdoor sort of vacation. It seems more than likely that you'll have like a great view of things. The Page of Wands and the Page of Swords tend to do a lot of traveling, so they go from place to place, which like I said indicates being outside, and maybe like overseeing things, because you can see like mountains in the background of here, and like they seem to be on a patch of ground to kind of levitate them above things in a way. And not only that, but we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I have a feeling it may be like at a resort or a hotel or something like that, where you guys may be overlooking some sort of view, possibly dinner, but I have more a feeling that it may be like a resort or someplace that you're staying that has a great view, and they're just going to whip this like ring out of nowhere. Now, in terms of whether this will be surprise, I don't think it's going to be like completely surprise you. Because nothing in the card indicates anything like hidden or secretive or anything like that. Like you may get like a feeling that, you know, you're going to get proposed to. You may not know when, but you won't be shocked by their proposal, but you will be very animated and excited about this proposal, because we have the Ace of Wands here, which is like this super energetic card. So there'll be probably like you jumping up and down and being like, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. You're just going to have this extremely enthusiastic response. And this person with the Nine of Pentacles, it's going to be something that they probably planned for quite a long time. it's going to be them doing the mainly, they're going to probably make the travel plans. They're going to be the ones setting up the hotel or resort or wherever you guys stay at. They're going to set up everything. They're going to set up the dinner, or if you guys are going to go to a specific location that's maybe like outside the hotel or like at a beautiful spot. I really get like on a hill somewhere, like, but they're going to set everything up and they're going to plan everything and they're going to just make it seem like it's just part of your vacation. They're going to be like, okay, let's go to, I don't know, some famous monument here. Let's go see, you know, was it Machu Picchu? Let's go to Machu Picchu, look at the top of that and see how that is and how beautiful that could be. And you're going to be like, yeah, it's going to be fine. Let's just go there. It sounds cool. So I just got a feeling that there may be some sort of landmark involved for some of you, where you guys are viewing, you have this nice view. It's a famous landmark. May not be famous landmark, but it's going to be at least well known if you guys do go to a landmark. So some of you will be like at a place you're staying, and some of you will be like a landmark or some sort of environment. And they're going to make it seem like it's just a casual thing, and then they're just going to whip out this proposal with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, both about communication cards. I have a feeling you guys may be in like mid conversation about something. More than likely you guys are just talking about how lovely everything is and how everything's so beautiful and this is a wonderful vacation and traveling here was such a good idea, and I feel like alive, enthusiastic. Like you guys would just be like talking about your vacation and how it's been going and how you feel about it, and just like a quick of casual conversation. And all of a sudden this person's just going to whip out this this ring and get down on one knee. And I say get down on one knee and everything just because we have the Nine of Pentacles, which with Pentacles tend to be very traditional and very, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't try to go outside of the norm. So it's not like something very quirky or unusual way to propose. It's just more like romantic. And not only that, because we have a garden, it could be possible that you guys are in some sort of garden, nature like forest. I was thinking more of like, let's say you are at the Grand Canyon, because the Nine of Pentacles is someone like tending to their garden. So it's like tending to the natural beauty of the world. So we have natural beauty involved, and that being things like I said before, a garden, like the Grand Canyon, that's something like naturally beautiful. We have something that involves, it could be like water and ocean, just because we have this huge land mass of water going on with the Six of Swords going across something like a beautiful view of the water, like a river. Like it's just like there'll be some scenic, it'll be very beautiful and scenic, whatever your proposal will be. And like I said, they're going to be like very casual conversation going on before this. Like you won't fully see this coming, but it's not going to, when they propose, you're not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this, but you will be super excited. And I have a feeling that, I just got the feeling you guys be like jumping up and like hugging each other and just being like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like you're really going to be like over the top and very happy about this proposal. We also like, I just for some reason I got fireworks for some of you guys, like, because whenever I get the Ace of Wands, like wands are just like, they're just this outdoor energy. Okay, so I know it's going to be outdoors, I just don't know like it's like outdoors, natural environment, like I listed before, different places. It's like something, a natural beauty in the world, or a natural monument or something like that, or someplace, something that's just very scenic and beautiful. So they're more concentrating on having a nice, beautiful view. Also, because we got the Six of Swords, it could also mean it could be like a proposal on a boat, like a yacht or something, or it doesn't even have to be like a yacht. It could be a sailboat, could be a river. What's those things in Venice, when you get on them, you have the guy like paddling and something like that. So it could also be on a boat, but like I said, it will be outdoors. You will be in the open air when you get proposed to, and it's just gonna be beautiful and magical. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number one. Thank you for watching, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you guys will probably look really, really nice with the 9 of coins there. It just indicates someone who caters to their appearance, so they're gonna wait till you get like all glammed up a little bit. Okay, pile number two, if you've chosen the big blue rock, then let's get started on your reading. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Wands. Oh wow, they're going to be doing a lot. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the King of Pentacles, I mean, and the Page of Wands. So whatever this proposal is going to be, it's going to be like really expensive and extravagant. And I say extravagant because we have the Six of Wands here, and I say expensive because we have the King of Pentacles. So this isn't something that's just like last minute, not thought out, not well planned. This is like nothing casual about this. They're really going to go out their way. With the High Priestess, we have indication of like some sort of private time, some sort of quiet moment, or I've seen the High Priestess kind of represent people who are very close to you being around, like very, very close to you. If you guys are not just alone doing that, okay? And we have with the Six of Wands, that would indicate there being, you see these people here in the background, and this guy was riding on the horse. So just imagine you guys being on this horse, this little platform here, and you have other people around you like cheering you on. So it's more than likely, it's like people close to you will be around when you get proposed to, and they're going to be cheering, screaming, celebrating, super excited, super happy. Like, it'll be insane. They'll be like, all these people like, oh my god, she or whatever, whoever's getting married. Like, people are just going to be cheering, okay? In terms of like your reaction, you'll feel, first of all, it's like you'll be excited because we have this Page of Wands energy, but it may not like completely show in your face. Like, you'll kind of just like probably be holding the ring and be like, oh my god, like I just got a feeling that you're just going to be in a little bit stunned, okay? The Page of Pentacles, you're just kind of be looking at the ring like, oh my, like you, and then looking at them, and then just like you, a part of you won't be able to believe it, okay? So I think you'll really like the ring too, just because we have this person looking so hard at this pentacle here. Like, whatever ring they get, you'll be very pleased with, and it won't be something exactly like you described or said, or but it will be very beautiful, and it'll be like very simple. Oh, okay. And with the Page of Pentacles, because we have like, it gives me like Taurus vibes. Like, I just, something about the King of Pentacles, not Page. The King of Pentacles gives me like very Taurus vibes. And because of that, I have a feeling that you guys will probably be eating dinner. And like I said before in the past reading, wands indicate being like outdoors, and they indicate a lot of times there'll be like fireworks. There'll be like lights. So it could be something like in the sky almost, or something that's like a lot of candles and bright lighting and just like very romantic lighting, if that makes sense to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like if someone put like marry me and they shaped it in the shape of like candles or something like that, or they have like someone with a plane in the sky like writing marry me. Like, there's something very extravagant about wand energy, and very enthusiastic, and very kind of like over the top. Like, pages and knights tend to give off that very like fairy tale sort of vibe. But whatever this is, you will be surrounded by those. Either if you're not surrounded by those, if they don't get proposed in private, you will be surrounded by those close to you. But I don't believe, because we have the High Priestess next to the Six of Wands, it's just like people you're close to, kind of people you're close to basically cheering you on. Like there's got to be other people around, and you're not getting cheered on by just yourselves. You know what I mean? Like it just indicates other people being there. Okay. And then with pages also, and Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, it can also mean children. So it could be like, I know a lot of days, a lot of times people have children before they get married quite often. So you could be surrounded by your children, or you could be surrounded by children within your family. Like let's say you have a niece or a nephew, or like some smaller cousins. Pages just indicate that very children vibe, a very childlike vibe. And your reaction, like I said before, it's not like you're jumping up and down and screaming. Quite often with Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, like pages can be like very shy. Don't you know how you have children, and when they're around like new people, sometimes like they hide behind their parents' legs or something like that. So there's part of you that'll just kind of be like hiding your face a little bit, and you just be like, oh my God, like you'll just have that sort of like shy like energy to you in terms of your reaction. But the person proposing you very confident. They're going to be on their best behavior. They're going to be well dressed. And it's so funny because they're going to be doing something that they like always do. With the King of Pentacles, you're just not, you're going to be like, I don't even get what is happening here. I feel like it'll be like, let's say it's your birthday, because it could very well be your birthday with the Six of Wands here, indicating something celebratory going on. And let's say they're just giving you a casual gift, like they say, oh, here babe, happy birthday, here's a gift. And you open up the gift, and all of a sudden there's like this diamond inside. Like they're going to do something like that. Like it's going to seem like it's a part of like some normal ritual that they do. Or they say, hey, I found this thing at the supermarket. Like, can you try this out? Can you test this out like for me? Or can you taste this? And then you take a bite into something and there's like a ring in it. Though I don't think I approve of those kind of proposals personally, but like, you know, I get it. It's the thought that counts. But whatever it is, they're going to work it into your sort of daily routine. Like let's say you get in your car, because with the the Six of Wands, part of it does indicate some sort of vehicle or transportation thing, just because we have someone riding in on a horse. So let's say you get in your car and you both are inside and you guys are going someplace, and you got like, I don't know, friends or family in the back seat, and they're like and they say, hey, can you reach in the what's not the dashboard, the thing under the dashboard that has like the compartment that people often leave like the car manual and their license of registration, and they're like, oh, can you reach in that and get out the car manual? I think there's something wrong with the engine. Or they might be like, hey, my sunglasses are in there, I kind of need them, it's like really bright. And then you reach in there and you have this reaction. You're like, what? Wait, what's this? Like, and it'll be like a ring. So whatever it is, your future spouse or the future person you're getting engaged to will work it into like your daily routine. Like you're not, it'll be unexpected in the sense that you don't know when it's going to happen. But we have the High Priestess here, so I have a feeling that you'll be very in tune. You're going to be like, I have a feeling that today's going to be different. Like you just say, I have a feeling today's going to be different, something's going to happen. Like you just have this intuitive vibe about it. Okay. But there'll be nothing to indicate otherwise. So you may just ignore it, or you may just feel like, I don't know, like I don't know what's different about today. And then all of a sudden they're whipping out a ring, and you're finding a ring box, that square ring box in the passenger side of a car. You know what I mean? Like they're really gonna do a good job at like working this into something that's part of your normal routine. They're gonna be like, hey, could you check the cabinet real quick, like, and just hand me like a glass. And then all of a sudden you're gonna see a ring there. So whatever it is, it's just gonna be like, I don't know, they're gonna be really good about working this in. I don't think it's gonna be as casual as you know, maybe the car situation or whatever, just because we have the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands there being extravagant. But it will be like a very smooth transition. Like they're not like, let me take you to a middle of a stadium and propose in the middle of a stadium. Like it's no, like it has to be worked into something that you normally do. Okay, and then it has to be a little bit out there, or you have to be like planning something around friends and family, which makes me think that if they're not going out of their way and doing something extravagant, well, I mean, they are going to do something like a little bit out of the box, or a little bit eye-catching or something like that. But it may be like you're celebrating something already, like celebrating a new job or something, and then all of a sudden they propose. So it's like kind of like you're already celebrating, or you're already in a mood to go out, or you look really nice, or like you're just already planning some sort of event, and it'll just like pair with that, if that makes sense. All right. So that is all I'm getting for you. Pile number 2. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that was clear. Like, I just have a feeling they're just working it into something that you normally do, or some sort of scheduled celebration or regiment. And oh my god, they're gonna be so smooth with it. And they're gonna talk about how dedicated you are, and how reliable, and how you make them feel, and how much they will probably never find like a girl who's just as down to earth, understanding, and someone they can depend on, someone who makes them feel at home and comfortable. Okay, so if you've chosen the small pink rock, not smile, the small pink rock, let's get started on your reading and how they will propose. We have the Hermit. Okay, so this is more private. Last reading was semi-private, but like they have some friends and family around, but this is going to be just the two of you. We have the Queen of Swords. We have Judgment. And we have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Empress. Okay. Okay, so last reading with pile number 2, I was talking about them like kind of finding something in the glove box of their car or something like that. Or like I was given an example. I don't literally think for them it's going to be like that unless they have other people around. But for you guys, I have a feeling that this is more closer to that scenario of finding something in, like, you would be closer to finding something in a car or something. And I say this because we have Judgment, and Judgment is usually like a transitional phase and a transitional location. So places like airports, places like college could be seen as like a transitional location, because you're going from like you know, university to like the real world and going into like a career path. Or you have some place that is like a border, you know, like if you're crossing a border. You have places that are like trains, you know, trains, planes, and automobiles, okay? And if you guys aren't on like a train, if you guys aren't on a train and you aren't in a car or something like that, I would be very surprised. Or it's kind of like they'll get you while you're going out the door, or you're leaving, you know, house, or you're coming back into your home together. So whatever it is, it's like a transitional, like a doorway. They may be, it could be like that. It could be like under mistletoe, under a doorway or something like that where they propose. But just some place that's in between places, transitioning in between places, if that makes, if that's clear to you. So that's where they're going to propose. More than likely, because we have the Empress here, it's going to be someplace with a very beautiful view, very gorgeous. I have a feeling it could be even like your front yard or something like that, because with the transitional phase, we have someone like going in between someplace. So like in between your home and the sidewalk and the street. So it could be like a sidewalk, just something that's in between a place, like in between this and that, in between that and this, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making that clear. So, and I say it's like at your home, like in your yard or something, because quite often like I do research for my cards and stuff, and I look up proposals. Like for this reading, I would look up proposals. I would pull cards and like think and see how they describe situations. And when I did this, I got the Empress for usually people who are in places that were someplace very scenic and someplace very beautiful in nature, or it's like someplace that's like very close to home and where you feel very welcome and where you feel like you're surrounded by family and friends. So someplace very scenic or someplace that's like near your home. And so if it's someplace that's very scenic, it'll be like an in between something. Like let's say you're on a train and you guys take some kind of scenic route where you see like the ocean, you see, you know, lakes, you see the Grand Canyon, you see like trees, you see a forest, like someplace very beautiful and very private. So you could have like your own private like cart or carriage or something like that. Or I say it's someplace like home and family, because we have that being like home is between, that's your private place, and not only that, that's that space that's between you and the real world. Like I mean, I think that's very clear. I don't need an example, but it's the space between you and the real world, and you stepping out. Like when you're in your yard, you're not quite on public property yet, or when you're in your home, you're not out there with the neighbors yet. It's just like your own space, and it's in that yard would be like, hey, I can see the neighbors, I can see the public, but I'm not quite out there in the public yet. But if I step one foot into the sidewalk, then I would be. So that's why I get a feeling that it'll be more of a like, if it's not an at-home proposal, then it will be like in a transitional period, like in a car, on a train, scenic views, such like that. I hope that's clear, okay? And then we have the Queen of Swords. So when this person proposes, you're going to be really thinking about it, kind of thinking about your future and how things are going to change, and how you're going to have to leave kind of like your old life behind. Like you're going to feel like you're finally becoming a wife. Like you're like, I'm no longer this girlfriend character. I'm leaving all that behind, and I'm going to have this new title or new position as being a wife or a husband. And I say wife because we have the Empress, so it's like more feminine energy. But you're thinking about how marriage is going to pretty much change everything, or change your entire life, your old life behind, and you're going to be a happier person. So when you get proposed to, you're going to be very ecstatic about it. Like you're going to feel like, my goodness, like I've been waiting for this day for so long. And but you're really going to think about like how you want your future to go. Like you're going to have a very pensive sort of mindset, especially given the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. Both cards are like, so they do a lot of thinking, and they do a lot of reflecting, both cards. And they try to see the situation for what it is. So you're not just going to see marriage as like this romantic sort of fairy tale where, you know, all your problems are solved. You're going to see this being like, this is completely life transferring, and you want to take the next, like this is a point in your life where you're going to be taking the next step into a more serious and stable and committed role. So you're going to sort of, when they propose to you, you're going to be like, oh my God, like internally, because the Hermit kind of keeps things to himself quite a lot of the time. So internally you'll be thinking, wow, what does this mean for our future? Like this is going to be such a huge step. Like we can't keep the same bad habits as before, or maybe we can't go out with friends as much, or maybe it means that you guys may move. And I say that you may move just because we have two cards indicating leaving something behind, and then we also have the Hermit in the reading. So it could be possible that your spouse, your future spouse, future fiance, will propose to you because they are maybe moving to a different location or moving someplace, and wants you to come along, and kind of wants to kind of give you that incentive, that hey, they're very serious about moving in with you or moving across country with you, or they want you to come with them, and the proposal may have brought this on. or it could be that they were already planning to propose and then they got a job opportunity, or they had an opportunity where they needed to go back home or go someplace else, live someplace else, and they felt that this was the best time. They were like, it's either now or never. Second thing, I know that this is more than likely going to take place during the nighttime. And I say the nighttime because we have the Hermit and he's got a lantern. You don't bring out lanterns during the daytime. And then we also have the moon on this card. And I know in the other two readings that was broad daylight. Like they had no indication of there being like the moon or anything. And then we have Judgment, which when you look at the details of Judgment Day, and if you go read the Bible, I'm not saying the sky is like dark or anything, but I'm saying it's going to be a little bit different. Like the sky is not going to be the same, you know, bright, sunny, blue sky as normal. Okay, so it'll be a more private, quiet, darker sort of setting. If not, it'll be like, once I said, transition day to night. So it'll be like the sun's going down or sun setting, okay? So whatever it is, like your reaction will you'll just be taking it more seriously, and you'll understand that you'll have to leave your past behind. But you'll more than anything, you will welcome the role into being a wife. You just kind of be in a place where you understand what comes with that. And for you, it could either be like you're going to have to literally leave your home and go with your spouse someplace, or it's going to be like you just have to leave your past life behind, that past single life, that past like girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend life behind. You're like, this is different now. So that is your general reaction. But the proposal itself will be, because we have cups here, it's going to be in the Empress, it's going to be very romantic. And like I said, very private, just between you two. Not a whole lot of like celebratory things, and it's just going to be like a traditional sort of romantic thing. They're going to get down on one knee as normal, and not only that, but we got the Queen of Swords here, so they're going to be, you guys are going to be talking a lot before the proposal. It's not going to be like you two having like this quiet moment, sitting in silence or something, and then they propose. No, it's going to be like you guys are just talking to each other, maybe sharing ideas, possibly kind of debating a little, because the Queen of Swords likes a little bit of a debate, and she likes to have that sort of banter and going back and forth and kind of exploring the other person's mind. So you guys will be like probably mid-conversation or something, and then all of a sudden they're like, it could be like, what's that noise? What's that ringing? Like, what is that sound? Or something like that. And all of a sudden they propose like that. But it will be a romantic setting, okay? And that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to, follow me on Instagram at Astro-Tarot Research. And all that information for private readings is in the description. Thank you. Okay, pile number 4, if you've chosen this large green rock, let's get started on your reading. We have the Ace of Swords. So we know they're going to bring it up like super casual. They're going to be like, hey honey, could you come here for a second? Oh my god. Okay, I'm already seeing stuff. We have the Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, I already know how this is going to go. Okay, so if you are not at home or during this proposal, I would be very shocked. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So they're going to be a little bit funny. They're going to be a little bit sneaky and something like that. They're going to be like, oh my god, honey, come here, like my foot, ow, ow, like, you know, something. They're gonna fake like they've been hurt or something, or like they broke something. They might be like, oh gosh, like you may just hear like a glass shatter or something like that, and all of a sudden you're like, what is going on? Like, what's going on? Like, it's for you. You could be with someone who They could be clumsy, so it may not be out of the normal for them to like break something or bump into something or like fall over, and they're gonna be like, ow, my foot, ow, my leg, ow, my arm, my knee. Like they're gonna fake some injury or something like that, or like they broke something, and then you're gonna come in like, oh, come on, what did they do this time? Like, why do they keep hurting themselves? Why do they keep breaking things? Like, they bumping into stuff, and all of a sudden you walk in that room and there's like flower, like rose petals on the floor or something like that. Or as soon as you walk in the room, they're like, could you look at like my foot, look at my, like, could you look at my leg, my shoe, there's something like in there, like my foot hurts. And then they just, while you're looking at it, you're like, I don't see anything, I don't see any injury, and they whip out like a ring or something like that. So whatever it is, I say that because they're just like, it'll seem, I say like they whip it out of nowhere, because the magician will indicate like it's something you didn't see. Like magicians, what do? They, like, you don't know how the trick works, okay? So they could say, oh, my foot's injured. Like, I think there's something in my shoe. Like, I stepped into something. It's like sharp. And then you like look in the shoe, and all of a sudden it's a ring. It's something that I'm saying. Like, it's something you kind of don't see coming in a sense, but it's like you also, something that's very like sleight of hand. Like, they kind of trick you, and or they get your eyes to go elsewhere, and then as soon as they come back to them, they have a ring or something like that. But yeah, they're definitely going to fake like they've been hurt or something, or like they broke something, or they, or it could just be like they're talking about. They could be talking about like something negative, and it's obviously this is going to be purposeful, and I say that because we have Mercury here, and Mercury rules the sign of Gemini and Virgo, and then we have two air signs here, Gemini being an air sign. So part of what they're saying is part of like the trick, part of the distraction to get you like not even thinking about them proposing. Like, you will not see this, okay? You will really not see this coming, okay? Also, sometimes when you get the magician here, you get someone who could be good with music, or who's good with their hands, often musicians and stuff like that. The magician and the musician, you know what I mean? Magician, musician. So there could be music playing, so they could just be like listening to some like depressing music or some shit, and they could be playing it loud, and you're like, what is going on with you? Could you turn that music down? Like, are you in your feelings right now? So like I said before, like they could be faking like they're in a bad mood or something like that, and talking about, oh man, I just lost my job, or like, oh, there's nothing on TV, and like I just feel so hurt, and I feel like my life's not going anywhere, and blah blah blah. Like they're just gonna be faking that. Like it's not gonna be true. They're just doing that to like make sure that you don't see it coming. Okay, they're making sure that you don't see the trick. You know what I mean? That it's like a red herring. It's a distraction. Okay, and they're going to, like I said, it's Knight of Pentacles, so they're working it into the daily thing, nothing out of the norm. They're probably saying, talking about things, maybe even just complaining about something like, man, the weather is just terrible. Like, I can't stand how it's always like hot, then cold, then hot, then cold. And they're just like talking about stuff they normally like may complain about or talk about. And you're going to be like, yeah, you know, it sucks, but like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like a normal part of your conversation or something like that. And then they'd be like, oh, well, I know what would make this a lot better. I can definitely, you know, say I have a solution. They're going to say, hey, I have a solution. Something that could make this thing go a lot better. Like, I think I'd be able to deal with the weather, you know, if you would marry me or something like that. Like, they're just going to throw it out there. And the Ace of, like I say that, the Ace of Swords is like, tends to be more casual, more chill. With the Knight of Cups, I'm going to take this to be your reaction, which is very like, oh my gosh, you're going to think that is the sweetest thing. You're going to be like, oh my God, oh my God. Like, you're going to be very emotional, okay? Like, you're going to go from stunned to just this burst of emotion to crying to like, you're going to be hugging and kissing them and all that stuff. Like, it's just going to, it's going to rock your world. Like, you're really not going to be, you're really going to be like, oh my God, like, you're going to be so happy to marry this person. And in terms of like environment, like I said, this with the Magician, someplace close to home, or someplace, it could be someplace like work. And like I said, that because of Gemini and the Virgo energy, it could be literally be in your home, or it could literally be like someplace you guys casually go out to like eat, or someplace like that, someplace that you are very familiar with. Okay. It's just, and I say that with the Knight of Pentacles here, which usually kind of roams around areas that they are familiar with. Same with the Knight of Cups, just a little bit more flirtatious. So there's going to be, yeah, you're really not going to see it coming. They're just going to be acting like everything is gloom and doom, and then all of a sudden they pop out a proposal. They come up with a proposal. They're like, I have a solution, I have a plan, I know a way I can do this. And this is going to be well planned out. Like, they're going to be planning this for a long time. Like, and you will not see it. You will not even know that they're planning it. And either way, like I said before, I think there's going to be music playing. So if they're just playing, if you're at home and they're just playing music in their home, it's whatever. Like, maybe you're dating a musician or somebody who plays an instrument, and they're just playing like a guitar or something to themselves or whatever, and then they're like, my guitar, like, it broke or something like that, whatever, and they fake that their guitar has been broken, or they mess up the strings, or one of the strings popped and hit their finger or something like that, whatever. They just fake it. Or you guys are going to go out someplace to like eat, or someplace casual that you guys kind of always go to, maybe like a movie, maybe like you go to dinner, maybe go to lunch, whatever it is. I think it's afternoon for you guys when you guys get proposed, like during the afternoon, late afternoon. But they're going to be like, let's just go get lunch, let's go eat, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, fine, let's go eat, whatever. And they're just over here like complaining. They're like, oh man, this service is terrible, man. They're just so slow today. Like, and they don't really mean it. They just don't, they just don't want you to know that they're like planning a proposal or something like that. They don't want you to think that they're in the mood to propose, or they're at a place where they're going to say it. They don't want you to know what they're about to say next. That's the thing. They don't. They're just, so they're going to be talking, crap about some stuff just to get your mind off of them thinking about anything positive. And they're going to be exaggerating. They're like, oh my gosh, we can never find parking here, blah blah blah, like, and this restaurant again, like, I know you like this place, but why do we have to come here? And then all of a sudden they just propose, you know what I mean? Like, they're probably going to say a few more things other than that, I know you hate it here, here's a ring, you know what I mean? It'll probably be more like, I know this is your favorite spot, but why do we have to keep coming here? And the service is real slow. And you guys sit at the table, and then the waiter comes around, and as soon as the waiter hands you like the menu, and you're looking through it, your person looks at you, and they're like, oh, so you know what you want to order? And then you look up from the menu, and then all of a sudden there's a ring in your face, like something like that. They're just going to do something that's special to you, and they'll know that it's someplace that you like, because we have two nights here. So it's someplace that you normally go to, and someplace that you really like going to, and they're going to surprise you with that mid complaint or exaggeration, or they heard something, etc. like that. Okay, I hope that is clear to you guys. Also, there's probably, and I say, it's hard to tell with this reading if there'll be like other people around or not. But obviously, if you go out to someplace like a restaurant, there should be other people. I mean, unless you go to like this empty restaurant or whatever. You guys just like going to empty restaurants. I don't know. But it's just hard to tell. It could go either way for this one. But I just know that it'll be like someplace during the afternoon, late afternoon. Alright? So, thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. And I'll be doing like my sort of my weekly tarot posts as normal. Alright, thank you, pile. I've chosen pile number 5 with the small green rock. Let's get started on your reading. We have the 8 of Pentacles, so this person is going to be like going through every detail making sure everything's perfect. We have the Five of Pentacles. So let's pull some more cards. Oh my God, the Eight of Pentacles again. Wow, okay. Four of Swords. No, I mean, it's seven. I say Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Sorry, guys, my mind blanked. But I love how we went from a 7 to an 8. Okay. And Temperance. Okay, because we got so many Pentacles, I have two ways of seeing this. So, to clarify, I'm going to have to pull another card. I didn't have to do this before. Okay. This is the Four of Wands, in case you're wondering. Okay, Four of Wands. Okay, so I pulled that extra card because I need to clarify if things were going to plan or if things were going awry. And this is a part of going to plan. So, what they're going to do is they're going to put you in a situation where you feel like you guys are like trapped or something. And I don't mean trapped in terms of like you can't get out. I mean trapped in terms of like there's an emergency. Like, let's say you guys are driving somewhere and the car breaks down. So they're going to fake like the car is just broken down or something like that. Or let's say you guys are going to the airport and then they lost their tickets or something and you missed your flight or whatever. But they never like really booked a flight. Or you guys are going to be literally outside in the cold. It could literally just mean like you're really outside in the cold. But whatever it is, it's like part of their plan. They're going to be like, all right, we're in this situation that is not the best situation. And we're just going to have to learn to deal with this situation. Like one time I saw this proposal on YouTube and it was like this guy, he was flying a plane and he was acting like there was some sort of engine failure going on. But that was part of his plan, to fake the engine failure and have his girlfriend read out the instructions of what to do when the engine fails. And at the end of the instructions, it was basically, she read, you know, you're the most beautiful person in the world, something like that. Will you marry me? So whatever it is, they're going to fake a situation where it seems like you guys are out in the cold, you guys are stuck, and you guys need to rely on each other to get out of the situation. But this is everything that they've planned, okay? You will not see it coming. It'll be like, oh my God, my car is stolen. But they really just had like their friend take their car or something like that. And they like, oh, I left my phone at home. I don't know what to do. And you're like, oh my God, my phone was in the car. And you know, so they're faking like a tragic situation. I'm not sure why. Maybe they just... Okay, sorry guys, my camera cut off. So either way, this is like part of their plan. Okay, and that's for some of you. For the other half of you, because we have a card that kind of represents homelessness, and then we have another card that represents the home. It could literally mean that you're in a tragic situation. Or a point in your life where you guys are either looking for a home, trying to sell your home, bouncing from home to home, like kind of going through different phases and stuff. Like you guys are maybe looking to buy a home, okay? And it could be like, well, I'm going to, how some people are like, well, I'm going to stay with my parents, I'm going to stay with my friends for now until we get a home and save up and get a home. So it could be like you in that situation. And for the third group of people, it's going to be like, they're literally just going to act like something happened to the house. Like they're going to be like, oh my God, the house burnt down, or probably not that serious. But they're going to be like, we can't go home. Like, extermination needs to happen. We need to, I don't know, get something repaired at home. There's going to be like some chemicals or like our home's being built right now. So we have some renovations going on and we can't be inside the home or something like that. Whatever, something they're going to plan to coincide with that. For that measurement, not measurement, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Something to coincide with their sort of story and theme that they're trying to do. Okay, so whatever this proposal is, it's going to be very relaxed because we have 2 4s, which is like about stability. And so they want to make sure that whatever you guys are at or whatever you guys are doing, you guys are comfortable. So because we have like something going on with like the home, or for some people, it could be that you guys are staying in a hotel and they're gonna propose to you there when you're like resting, or like you wake up from a nap and all of a sudden they're down on one knee and they're handing you like a ring. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, but she's handing this person a flower, but they may be handing you a ring. And this is all part, they just want to make sure that you're in a very relaxed state. And temperance is your reaction. So your reaction will be very tame and very relaxed and very chill. You won't be like, oh my God, babe, blah, 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 kisses, kisses, hugs, hugs. And you won't be obviously rejecting them because this is supposed to be the proposal that you accept. But it would just be very like super, super relaxed and very calm. And you'll be like, oh my God, thank you. I'm so happy to marry you. Like, it'll just be like, you'll be a very casual tone. And I don't know if it's because you're going to be waking up from a nap, or if you're just going to be so relaxed that you're just like, man, I'm getting married. This is great. Like, I'm so happy that they proposed. Like, but whatever it is, you're just going to have a very tame reaction. You may just like kind of hug them and embrace them, and be like, thank you. And another thing with this is because we have temperance here, I've seen temperance to represent bridges. So it could be that you guys are on a bridge or near some sort of body of water, or that connects through a bridge, or like near a bridge people can walk across. Or you guys may be on like some sort of, I don't even know how to describe it. Do you know how some like restaurants are like built on the water or near the water? Like, I know this one restaurant I went to was like a seafood restaurant, and it had like, it was like near a dock, near a bay or something like that. And I guess they would get like the seafood fresh because they could just fish it out the water. So someplace like it's like really close to like water. It doesn't have to be a huge body. Like I said, it's like a lake or a river or something like that. It's not like an ocean. But whatever it is, you're just going to be so relaxed and so like, you're just going to be in a peaceful mindset. And they're going to be like, don't worry, babe, I'm going to take care of everything. Whatever this issue is, whatever we're going through, we're going to make it together. And you're going to be like, all right, you know, sounds good. Like, you'll have total faith in this person, and faith in their abilities to take care of everything and get things done. In terms of like uniqueness, I don't know how unique and quirky or out there this is. I don't think they're doing anything like that, but it will be very like detailed, specific planning, and it will be doing things that they know that you enjoy and that you love, or presenting you with things that you love. And also they may bring out like roses and flowers just because we have that on the deck. I'm trying to see. I don't think like other people are going to even know what happened because we have like the 5 of Pentacles here. So it's kind of like being ignored by the people like around you, being cast out and etc. So it's going to be done in a way that's not super out there. Like, they're not going to be shooting off rockets in the sky or something like that, or they're not going to be screaming at the top of their lungs like, hey, can I get everyone's attention? You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be like that at all. Like, people won't even know, like at least around you. I mean, like at the time of the proposal, they won't even realize that you had just been proposed to. Which I don't know, maybe they feel like you wouldn't want that attention, or they feel like you wouldn't like all that attention. Or it could just be that that they want this to be a private moment between you two. But man, whatever it is, I think you guys may have like a custom made ring just because of this. The 8 of Pentacles here being about like handcrafted, are detailed, something specifically made to fit this person. So they're gonna have some ring specifically made to fit you, and they're definitely gonna get your ring size right, and they're gonna do a lot of research and thinking. And I believe the reason that they want to marry you is because you kind of encourage them to move forward in their careers and their desires, and just be a more confident person. And not only that, but they feel like they can be themselves around you, and you're willing to work with them on like their positive side, their negative side. Like you kind of accept everything, and they do the same for you. So they feel like you're the type of person who's very understanding, and very accepting, and that's a reason that they want to marry you. They just feel like you're just such a nice level-headed person who brings peace into their life and some sort of calm and structure. And they see a future with you, and they see that future being like very successful, and not only that but very happy, and they feel like you're the type of person who will stick with them through good and bad times. So that's the reason they're proposing. But yeah, they're going to keep it, it's not going to be extravagant. They're going to keep it very simple. They're going to make sure you're in a good state of mind, and feeling very like at peace and relaxed and chilling, just hanging out. And then they're just gonna say, hey, will you like marry me? And then you're gonna say yes, obviously. But yeah, they are gonna throw you off with some sort of emergency. They're gonna find out a way to get you out of the house. I think that's what it is. It's saying I gotta find a way to get her out of the house and get her to where I need to go. And they're gonna manage to do that without raising any suspicions or alarms with you, okay? All right, and that is all I have for you. Pile number 5. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Astro-Tarot Research. And I do private readings. All that information can be found in the description. Thank you. Hey guys, this is Brandy, and welcome back to Astro-Tarot Research. Let's get started on your reading. Pile number 6. We have the 6 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. We have Temperance. We have the 5 of Swords, and we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. So we know this proposal is going to be very, very emotional for you, for both of you, more than likely. It's going to give you like butterflies in your stomach. You're going to feel so happy. More than likely, you're going to be surrounded by your family. And I say that because we got a card that represents children, another card with children and family members on it. I don't know if this is blurry for you guys, but like, and so you may be surrounded by loved ones when this happens, or you're going to be in like a home environment. Maybe you guys are having Thanksgiving. Maybe you're just having like a normal cookout. Maybe you're just having a family gathering or whatever. But whatever it is, you're surrounded by friends and family when this happens. And not only that, we have the 5 of Swords here. So they're going to be kind of sneaky. They're going to catch you off guard with this. Like you will not see this coming. You're gonna be like, holy crap, like I don't know what's going on. And I said with the other pile, they got Temperance as well. And I said Temperance can represent being like on a bridge or near a small body of water, like a lake or a river. So it's possible that you guys could also be like at a park or something. And not only that, this family looks like they're at some kind of like park or open field, or maybe they just have a lot of property and land. And you see how they're also near a river. It's just like near a body of water. It also can represent something very scenic, just because we have so much water on these cards. Something very beautiful, like a city near the water. There was like the city in Italy I was looking up. Starts with a P, I believe, but yeah, it was like the city near the water. It was so beautiful when I looked at it. Granted, I don't think you guys are gonna do any traveling. No, you aren't traveling for this proposal. This is gonna be close to home, if not in your home. And man, you really aren't gonna see this coming. They're gonna make this like emotional gesture towards you. like, I have a feeling that you guys are already going to be like hugging and loving each other and like all booed up and, you know, kissing and hugging, and then they're going to make the proposal. So it's like you guys are always, you're already in like doing like couple stuff, romantic stuff with each other when they just whip out the ring, okay? I have a feeling though they may be like standing, or they may be significantly taller than you, just because everyone on these cards is just like standing straight up, and you have this one card, the only thing that would indicate like leaning down a little bit, and this is like them being taller than you. Not only that, so they're not gonna really get down on one knee. They're gonna just gonna lean lean over and lean in and hand it to you that way. And not only that, but I think soon after they're going to, maybe after they'll plan a vacation, but or they want to plan a way to celebrate it. They're going to want to start planning the wedding right away, basically, or you are. One of you two are going to start wanting to plan the wedding right away. But this just indicates like just things being so lovely and romantic and sweet. Like, I really see them like offering you more than a ring. They're going to give you a ring plus another gift. And then they're also, I don't know if you guys will have kids before you get married, but this would indicate that for some people, that either one of you have kids or you guys will have kids together before this proposal happens. It could even be while you're pregnant or something like that where they propose. But yeah, they just feel like you guys will come together in a way that's just beautiful, and it'll feel like all the stars have just aligned in your favor, and everything will just seem wonderful and perfect to you. Like, you really will be like so excited and emotional, and just like both of you, like, they'll be very happy that you said yes. They'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe that he or she said yes. And you'll be like, oh my god, I'm freaking out, like, oh my god, oh my god. But whatever they do, they're gonna do something like sneaky and sneaky that's just gonna be like, whoa, where did this come from? Like, how did they know? Like, how did they get my ring size? Or how did they know that I wanted these kind of flowers? And how did they know I wanted to be proposed to with, you know, my name in lights or something like that? Or how did they know that I would like to look nice? Like, I saw a video where someone just wanted to look nice before their proposal or when they got proposed to, and they're like, this person really got everything right. It'll just feel like that for you. Like, this person got everything right. And another thing, let's see. Another thing I got is balloons. So I have a feeling that they may surprise you with balloons, flowers, or I say balloons because we have these cups all up in the air, which would indicate something flying around in the air. They might have "Marry Me" in balloons, or they may just have a lot of balloons. Like, you open up a box and balloons come out or something like that, and then a ring is at the bottom of it, or they hand you the ring and something like that, and they give you a ring. But whatever it is, they just have a lot of balloons floating. It's funny because most of these cards would indicate a ring or something involved. I can't find one card that would indicate otherwise. Another thing, if you guys aren't like American, like, I don't know, if you're from a different country, whatever, this could also indicate like arranged marriage, just because we have something about being in a past, a family coming together. You know what I mean? It's just like this has all been set up for a while. Or there's like some family traditions that people follow, and it's going to be very traditional. So if you have like things like arranged marriages in your country, then this could be something like that. Doesn't matter. You guys are going to like each other anyway, but it'll be like that. And then you guys will start thinking about how, like I said, right away you just start thinking about the wedding and how, and you'll be like, kind of like, how did I not see this coming? Like, how did I just didn't seem to have a clue. Because everyone around you will know before you know. You'll be the last person to know that you are going to get proposed to, or you're going to get married or whatever like that. And we also have, I don't know, we just have like, I think this is pretty straightforward. Like I said, like, near a body of water, more than likely outside, surrounded by friends and family. If you're in a country where you have arranged marriages, more than likely this is an arranged marriage. You will not see it coming, and you'll immediately start planning the wedding, and you'll both be very emotional, and you'll both be very excited. You may or may not be getting proposed to while you're pregnant, and more than likely, there's going to be like some balloons or something like that, like something floating in the air, like that. And you just really reflect on, like, how did I not see this coming? Like, I'm just gonna pull one more card for you guys. And we got the Three of Swords. That's interesting. But I don't think you'll be sad. I think it's just saying, like, using I'm gonna pull one more card for that. We got the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So yeah, it's just saying, it's honestly just saying that the other people will know before you know. You may be a little bit irritated by that, but like but overall you'll be happy. That's really all this card is saying. That's pretty much what I said before, because Three of Swords can represent like a third party, and third party doesn't always mean like a third party in a relationship. It just means like a third party kind of knew about this proposal, and you may find that a little bit more irritating because you just wanted it to be like, you wanted to be the one to know, like just like you and this other person, and then you tell the story to other people, but it'll be like someone else will know, and they're going to give information to your future spouse about how you would like things, and it's going to go out really well. And it does seem to be like the King of Wands individual, so I don't know, some sort of male figure will let your spouse know just how you may want things. Maybe it's more like you wanted them to come up with everything on their own, but or you just felt like you wanted to be included in the planning. But whatever it is, you're happy with the results. You're just going to be a little bit irritated that they got information from other people. But yeah, you're just going to have like a very excited proposal. And it will be, it'll be outside. It'll be outside under like I said, I really think it's like under like a canopy or balloons, or like you guys are under a tent or something like that. Maybe even a park. I got a park come to mind just because those have bodies of water, and then it could represent like a lot of parks will have gazebos, so it could be in a gazebo like that. But whatever it is, like, it's just going to be, it'll seem just so right to you. All right. Thank you, pile number 6, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I do private readings. All the information is in the description below, and don't forget to follow me on Astro-Tarot Research. Yeah, I think that's it, on Instagram and stuff. And then I do like weekly readings, or at least I try to. All right, last but not least, pile number 7. If you chose the little blue crystal or rock here, let's get started on your reading. We have the Magician. So I think you guys are going to have like a photographer there to capture it. Then we have the 5 of Wands. 7 of Wands. So I think your future fiance is going to have to, he's going to have to stop people from ruining his plans or something. Like, I read this proposal thing online where someone, King of Cups, and 3 of Cups, where someone wrote a children's book, and they hid it in like a library or bookstore, and they kind of had to like fiend people off, like fight people off from picking up the book until their like fiance read it. Like they had to like kind of make sure nobody else took it. So it'll be kind of like something like that. Like maybe you guys have a reservation, or you have a situation like that, where this person is proposing through a book and they put it in the library and they want you to find it, and then they're like, oh, I gotta make sure no one picks this up. Whatever it is, they're gonna have to like fight people off from like kind of ruining the proposal. And they're gonna have to be really sneaky about it. And then we have like another thing with the Five of Swords, with you guys not seeing it coming at all. And then we have the King of Cups. I just want to clarify one thing. Okay. I just had to clarify this, whether you guys would have friends around or you would call them after. It looks like you guys will call friends after. Like, you're going to call your friends right after you get proposed to and freak out. But yeah, you guys will be to yourselves. And with the Magician here, like I said before, it's kind of like rules like a sleight of hand. All I know is like you guys won't see it coming at all. Like, you just won't. It's going to be so romantic and beautiful, though. It's just going to be like I saw one proposal before where this woman, she stepped off like an elevator, and I guess it was into their apartment, and this guy had this room filled with balloons, and he had roses, petals like in the shape of a heart on the ground, and he just started like singing to her, and it was just so romantic. So this person, I don't think he's gonna sing to you, but but they, like they said, there may be music in the background. Like I said, for another reading, the Magician can often read like someone who's good with an instrument, or it could be someone good with their voice, but I have a feeling it's more with their hands that they're better with. So they could be playing an instrument. Maybe they're playing a guitar. They're playing a song that you like to hear. And then maybe they like the King of Cups. So whatever it is, it's like super romantic and super emotional. Like, they're going to be more emotional than you. It's so funny. Like, they may start crying. It's just like, it's just so hilarious. This palette is so funny. They're going to be like proposing to you, and when you say yes, they're just going to, they're going to be crying with you, or they're going to be nervous, or they're just going to be like really excited. And I mean, they know, they have a feeling that you're going to say yes, but you know, they still got all those nerves in them. Whatever it is, they got to stop other people. I don't know if they have like a certain, like, let's say you guys were at a restaurant or a hotel or a building or something like that, and there are seats available for like this scenic view or beautiful view, and they have to like kind of make sure no one else takes that spot because they want it reserved for you, but you can't make reservations or something like that. Like, they gotta kind of push people away to make sure that other people don't get this spot, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, they just gotta make sure someone else doesn't ruin the proposal, or maybe they want to make sure that other people don't tell you about it. It's possible that they already told and asked some other people, so they're gonna have to go through like some sneaky measures to make sure that you don't find out, and other people don't blab to you, and etc. like that. But yeah, you're not gonna see it coming. Whatever it is, it's gonna be super romantic. There's gonna be like music playing. There's gonna be with this, there's going to be like a lot of lights. Like I said, fire to me represents like a lot of lights, or very bright lights, like a stadium, like fireworks. Like if it were a ton of candles, it could be that. It could be something like a spotlight. More than likely not a spotlight though. Maybe for some of you, but it's not likely to be a spotlight. It could just be like a lot of fires just represents kind of like lights, a lot of beautiful lights around. It could be fireflies. Maybe they take you to some place that has a lot of fireflies and they just look beautiful at night or something, and there's a lot of flowers and nature around, and then they get on one knee, propose you. But whatever it is, it's like super beautiful. Like, the setting will be amazing. The view will be like incredible, and there will be like this very, for this pal specifically, I see candles, just like hundreds and hundreds of candles lined up, and like in the shape of like a pathway and a heart in the middle of the pathway or something like that. Like, for you, it's just like candles. I just don't know why, but this group is like the candle group, okay? Maybe because the Magician, he kind of holds up something that looks like a candle. Does that not look like a candle to you? something that glowing. Maybe it's a wand, his wand, but on this thing it looks specifically like a candle, and it looks like it's glowing. But I just need a moment. It's just weird. I feel like this proposal is on land. It's not on a boat or a river, or even, it may be near water, but like not that close. This is on solid land. You guys aren't being proposed to on a boat. Like, I think pile one was more than likely get proposed to on a boat or something like that. But I just get like land, and specifically since there's so much fire, lots of enthusiasm, celebration with friends. It's like your friends will be close by, but they won't be near the proposal. Like, they won't be near you guys when you propose. The king, he definitely got input from your friends, or she did, or whoever's proposing got input from friends, rather so than family. You're calling your friends right after. It's going to be super emotional, very romantic. Lots of... They're going to say a lot of sweet things to you, because if the King of Cups is going to tell you, you know, you're the love of my life. I can't imagine a future without you. You always have my back. You are the most beautiful person in the world. Like, they're just going to say a lot of very sweet things to you. Like, this is probably going to be the sweetest sounding card. Like, so if you pick this one, they're going to say a lot of beautiful and sweet things to you. You also could be like drinking some wine, and I say wine and stuff because we got the King of Cups, and when we got the Three of Cups, which would indicate like some sort of alcoholic beverage involved, either after or before. Like, maybe you guys just had dinner or something like that. Though I don't think it's dinner, just because we don't have any pentacles, and pentacles are usually like my food kind of consumption sort of card. So you guys probably just be like, let's go out for drinks, or or like after they propose, they're like, oh, they have a bottle of champagne or something like that. Whatever it is, they're just like super romantic, and they want to impress you, and they want to make sure that you're having the best time, and you're going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy. Oh my gosh. Like I said, you're calling your friends and family right away. You're like, he should propose. He should propose. Oh my gosh. And for them, they kind of feel like that you're already gonna say, like, it's weird because out of all the piles, this one is the most confident that you'll say yes, and you will say yes. Like, whoever your future spouse is, or fiance, or whoever, they are so confident that you're gonna say yes. That is what I'm getting. Like, it's just saying that over and over. I don't know why that's important, but I mean, the cards are just saying that to me, that this person is so confident that you're gonna say yes, and you will say yes. But man, whatever they do is going to be so difficult. I just want to see one more card here. Okay, the World. Okay, whenever I've gotten the World usually indicates either a place of travel, like international travel, like an airport, or a like cruise line, cruise ship, or it indicates like being in another country. So you guys are either going to be in another country, or because we have the Three of Wands here kind of looking out at the ships, you guys may be at the airport, and in that case, I could sort of understand the Seven of Wands more, which might be them kind of going through security and having to make sure that you get right off and the runway, and like come to them and find a way to meet you at the gate, which I know nowadays is very difficult if you don't have a ticket. So if they do meet you at the gate, like let's say you're coming home from a trip, and instead of meeting you on the, gosh, I can't even think of it. the drop-off area with the rides and everything, where people drop off their loved ones or pick them up. Instead of doing that, they're gonna meet you at the gate, which would be very difficult. Which now that would make a lot of sense with the seven of wands and the 10 of wands, because they would have to like buy a ticket and plan ahead or speak to some people and sort of finesse their way into making sure that they can get you when you come right off, okay, the gate. So, but not only that, or it could just be like you guys are just in a foreign country, and it could be like a language barrier thing where they try to set up a reservation, but it's like very difficult for them. Whatever it is, like this proposal is going to be so well thought out and so hard for them to do, and a lot of planning. And not only that, but it could be like how I gave the children's book example, how someone wrote a children's book. It's like a whole process of like getting someone to illustrate it, publish it. You know, they wrote it, and they hid it. You know what I mean? So, but whatever it is, it's going to be like on film and it's going to be captured and you guys are going to be able to look back on it. So whoever your future fiance is, they're going to put in a lot of effort. I have a feeling that, like I said before, it's just going to be like you guys are going to be on a trip, or you're about to be going on a trip, or you're coming back from a trip. So you're going to be in an airplane. You're going to be on an airplane. Not on an airplane. You're going to be in an airport. Sorry, because like I said, it's going to be on land. Could be in a foreign country. If it's like on the boat is docked. Okay, the boat is docked. Or you guys haven't gotten on the boat yet. Okay, but gosh, it's gonna be so special. And with the world also, it can also mean like you may not be surrounded by friends, but you may be surrounded by a crowd of people that's, you know, not very close to you, because the world could just mean like different people from different backgrounds and different belief systems, and there's an overwhelming amount of them, like an airport would be. And then 3 is a crowd, you know what I mean? So something like that. So it will be public, and the fact that we have so much fire does like to make announcements and be in public. And then the magician just kind of indicates it may be filmed to me. So that is all I have for you, pile number 7. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Astro-Tarot Research, or get a private reading from me. And all that information can be found in the description. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day. Goodbye.